How you going, guys? Jxckss here again with another first impression for yous. We're looking at Dying Light 2, and after just playing the first hour or two with the very first vibes you can get from this game. Now, as the game opens up its opening cinematic, it has that brilliant main menu soundtrack from the first Dying Light that just absolutely settles you in.
Civilization is a vulnerable thing, a whim of circumstance.
But sadly, once the cinematic is over and you enter the menu, it is a different soundtrack. And let's just say it ain't as cozy. As you kick off, you learn pretty quick you are playing as Aiden, who is a guy that is known as a pilgrim, which easier said is more like a wanderer that doesn't hide away in towns and doesn't mind traveling around through the zombie apocalypse. I was thinking I wouldn't mind this in third person, but then I saw the NPC run in front of me and I immediately was glad it wasn't. It's a pain to say that there is a bit of jankiness to the mechanics, but nothing too horribly jarring. Would be great to have a FOV slider as an option, which I thought might help, but for the life of me I couldn't find one in the menu anywhere. Early in the guided wander, you learn you have a survivor sense, which is like a recon for possible interactions in the area. I absolutely love this feature when it is in any game, but can also get caught in a serious overuse of the feature. After some trivial parkour training and a little exploration, you come across your first weapon, which is a bat. Can't complain. And after a brief introduction to the world, it does seem to have a sort of wonder to it. Whether this source of wonder closes in and becomes linear is to be learned. When you receive your first weapon, you also get a first look into the type of story you're going to be involved in, and it seems you are looking for someone called Waltz.
And that Waltz, what's his deal? Is he family?
And even though it's something you're not really bothered by or interested in, this does lead you to your first real direction of where to go and what to do. In this same sequence, the game also reveals multiple choice answers, which initially seems awesome, but really quickly it seems it won't have any impact on actual decisions and is just an option to investigate the conversation more or get to the point. Hopefully there is consequential options to this feature. Once you reach your first objective, you get into your first real fight and straight away learn of a new enemy. This enemy can bounce around on top of other twaddling zombies and attack you with heavy attacks, seeming really cool straight away. Again, within a minute you pretty much learn how to completely dominate this enemy using the dodge. Going into the UI, it can seem overwhelming at first, but navigating through it does get easier. The crafting menu does show you ingredients and what they can make, as also where you can find them, which is a nice touch. Hopefully there is more ingredients in the world than what is shown here at the start, though. The skill menu seems to have enough depth and options for the 20 or so hour story, but for possible 500 hour side quests, what you have on offer might not get you through it. But yes, there is plenty of kick animations. You can also upgrade your health and stamina with inhibitors, which is a consumable in the world which is limited, so you have to decide carefully. Once having your first nap in a cheeky safe house, you have a dream which is obviously a flashback of where you learn a lot more of the story, and this is when you start to gain an interest in what you actually might be doing. You learn you're looking for this bloke Waltz because he separated you from your sister when you were younger, and that you're really trying to find your sister now, not necessarily Waltz. All in all, with the jankiness of the gameplay and the worry about ability and progress depth, the first insight into the actual mission and story has got me intrigued, and the world seems to be just a place I could run around and do side quests in for hours. How we going, guys? That was my first impression of Dying Light 2. Got a bit of jank, got a bit of clunk in there, but I'm keen to keep playing. Now stay tuned for the review. I am going to try to pump through this story so I can get the review out as quick as I can, and I'll see you at the next one.